Need a facelift.
You are alive.
Oh, I still need a facelift. Let's build more teams so I could get it.
Okay, so we are live. Give it a minute at our new time, which has generally been 5:30. See if we have a viewer, any viewer. We'll take a viewer. Give it a couple more seconds. Okay, there we go. Now we got a viewer. So now we know
Is
we're
it Bill Irish?
live.
Usually the first one on.
It doesn't say.
Identify yourself.
All right, so let's get started. Okay, so our upcoming events is our 8-ball triannual D. That'll be the last one for the fall 2025 league year.
Yay.
It's been good so far. What do you think?
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
I'm ready to get up on my soapbox.
Okay, our triannual winners for 9-ball is Bank and Spank. Right here.
Oh, Rockheads.
And I wasn't ready. 8-ball.
West End Regulators.
Come from behind.
And The Color of Money.
Those are our 8-ball winners. So we only have one viewer as of right now, so everybody will be watching it, I guess, on recording. So did you read the dumb joke of the week? My therapist told me time heals all wounds, so I stabbed him. Now we wait. Our birthday was Tara Racino.
Wake up.
Happy birthday, Tara Racino. Our only one. Our birthday calls are going to be quick today. No, somebody write, somebody say something, somebody give an opinion. So I forgot to put this week's winners' pictures in the newsletter, though.
Oh.
Hi, Jared. How are you?
Hello.
All right. So our general news is kind of just a little bit of talk about. It's not really news. I guess, would you call that news?
No.
I don't know. I would call it news. I don't know. But anyway, just a couple things. So I have in the general news section, anyway, APA is not for everyone. As much as we think it apparently is not. Our league is well operated and focuses, depending on who you ask.
Organized.
Well organized and focuses on the social and entertainment aspects of pool.
And AI did not write this.
No, I actually wrote it myself. Our members have busy lives, and the league is an outlet for them to escape daily grind. While competition is strong, it's not the league's primary focus, and our goal is to create an evening where everyone can relax and enjoy friendly competition. That is APA in a nutshell. However, we have a very small minority of people whose other ideas of what they want from league play. Some are intensely focused on other skill levels. Others are so fixed on the competition that they attempt to bend every rule for their advantage. Others disagree with the rules as written and repeatedly complain they are not good enough. Some have so much personal drama that they cannot control their emotions in public. Is there anything I missed in that?
No.
These players are not good for our league. We have been removing them and will continue to do so. All is not lost for them, as there are other well-run organizations that are much more focused on competition aspect of the sport. It appears some of them need a little more help, recognizing this desire for a more cutthroat style of play. We will be helping them with this by banning them from the league. We've already banned a couple people. There's a couple that are going soon again. And let me tell you a little secret. There's a couple that I want to ban that Alex is having you stay in the league.
Well,
I could give you 2 right now that I would ban tomorrow. And I don't care if one of them's on a qualified pool team either.
So, I mean, there's protocol that I like to follow. So, it really upsets me, particularly how much work we put into this league, that when you come to our tournaments, you can't act respectfully You come up, you call everybody and their brother that you lost to a sandbagger.
Even though your team won the tournament.
You tell us to our face that our rules are stupid and how much more you like tap and how you can't wait to quit APA.
Even though you won the tournament.
Even though you won the tournament. Like, disrupting the entire tournament, the teams that they played. As a matter of fact, both wrote letters, and this person will be going to a board of governors. I'm so fucking over it. If you don't want to play APA, I will give you Tamara's number. She's the Tap League operator. I will give you Dan Spatz's number. He's the operator for Ultimate Pool.
You have Ryan.
You got Ryan
Kohler, who runs an excellent UPA.
Yep. You've got who's the guy? Kara Harrisburg. Hodge.
Mike Hodge runs a very good league.
Yeah.
Go play with them. You're not welcome here.
Go play with them. You're ruining the experience for people that want to be here. And I'm tired of it.
And it's like I said, if you can't recognize that you need to go play in other leagues, we're going to help you.
We're going to show you the way.
We had two people that were put out of the league last week. One of them was they're straightening their life out, and maybe they will come back a little bit later. And one of them flat out completely bent the rules. One of them was a very experienced player and knowingly bent the rules, and we're like, you know what, you're out. We don't need you. Hey, George.
So, for those of you who think that way, take a little time off and decide if APA is the right match for you and if you want to continue to play with us. You all know who you are. I'm over it.
We had one player triannual that bitched so much they pissed off the entire team that they were playing both times.
And both teams wrote a letter, which why this person will be going to a board of governors.
And seriously complained that how they were underranked at sandbagging, yet somehow their team managed to win. So who really is the underranked person here?
Yeah, and just the loud and obnoxiousness of the whole thing. No, I'm not tolerating it. I'm done. I'm over it. Go play somewhere else.
I mean, so I ended and said, these are very good people, and we like you. But our main focus is to be on providing the mass majority of our customers with a fun, stress-free environment they expect from APA League match. Listen, we're not for everybody. If you really want to focus on rules, you think that by reading the rule book's going to help you to gain an advantage, I mean, so be it.
The rules are rules. They're national rules. They're not our rules. I don't care if you hate them. You're going to follow them. If you complain about them, you're going to go somewhere else to play.
If you don't like them, it's okay.
Just leave.
Listen, I don't like to smoke pot, so I'm not going to go to the weed dispensary. For example, it's just, it doesn't make sense. I just use that as an example.
I don't know where you'll find me.
Yeah, I mean, weed's not for everybody. Definitely not for me. It doesn't make you a bad person, but that's a whole other subject right there. Just got to do what you got to do. But when we have players that they bust their ass all week, they have a boss that's a complete dick to them, and then they want to come and they just want to get away from it, have a couple drinks, maybe play a couple games of pool, and most of them really don't care if they win or lose. People want to win, but if they don't win, it's not the end of the world. If their opponent has an excellent day of shooting, almost all of them are going to be like, wow, man, you shot really great.
There was actually a team there yesterday that, had that same attitude. It's like, were they happy to be there? Sure, they were happy. Did they care if they win? No, they didn't care. It's all about, they've got families now and things going on in their lives. They're just happy to get together and play with their friends, and it was really refreshing to hear that.
I don't have too much to say about that,
Yeah.
dude. So Kyle said, this is your league. As LOs, absolutely nobody should be disrespectful towards you guys, no matter what the situation. I can attest that Blue Mountain has a lot better people running the league than the ones I played with before, and that's the facts. We appreciate that, Kyle. And honestly, if someone's just, we've put people out of the league for being disrespectful to us. Now, if you call us and we're having a conversation that's between us and you get a little heated, a little mad at us, we're okay with that. Frustration is okay. But
when you disrupt the tournament that everybody's worked so hard to get there.
When you have a team
just because you think like everybody's unfair to you and everybody's cheating and everybody's sandbagging and the rules suck and I wish I'm gonna go to Tap, well fucking go.
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 You're going anyway.
Yeah,
Here's the
keep on
hint.
going anyway.
You're going anyway. And you've threat. Yeah. If by now you haven't figured out who you are, you will. And there's another one. There that is absolutely trying to bend the rules. That speaks another language, and they're going to. Listen, if it was up to me, both of these people would be not playing as of tomorrow. You can thank Alex for still having your opportunity to save yourself in the league. I would there's a thing in the team manual that's a refusal to do business, where we can refuse to do business with anyone at any time for any reason.
It's kind of like the Pennsylvania's at will to work thing.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, and I don't care if you're on a qualified team. I don't care if you're in tri-cups. I don't care if you're captaining 3 teams. If you go and piss everyone off at every match you go to, that does not benefit us. Louis Santiago has a question about doubles coming up. If a person is a 5 and 8 ball and a 3 and 9 ball, are they allowed to shoot as a 7 and 9 ball?
Which doubles are we talking about?
I'm assuming he's talking about the APA doubles qualifier.
The doubles qualifier is a skill level 10.
10. And
so if you're,
whatever your 9-ball skill,
your 9-ball skill level is, that's what you shoot. This isn't dream team doubles where you meet in the middle.
I would assume though, if you are a 3 in one and a 5 in the other, you're probably going to go up in the other one soon. That's all I mean.
Yeah. Anything that doesn't have dream team in front of it is a national qualifier,
which is 10.
Gus, you have plaques downstairs at Wormelsdorf if you want to come get them.
What else we got?
I got nothing.
Listen, if you and guys, if you have a player, and you guys are pretty good about letting us know. Like we have a handful of complaints on these situations that we're talking about, and they're going to be addressed. But like, if you go to a match, like I was talking to somebody else that hasn't played in the league now for a little while, and it wasn't because they didn't like the league, it was because they didn't like the people they played with. And it was like, listen, we will address the people that are jerks. Actually, we got another one that is kind of teetering on the edge too, because they are not interested in following the rules and the bylaws.
And there's, the bylaws are, I mean, if they were spaced the way we spaced them, they'd be on like 1 page. And there's maybe 12 pages in the rule book that are pertinent. I mean, captains, like, you should be on this every week. You should know your rules. You should read your books. You should do whatever it takes to be a good captain. Granted, I don't always know mine, but, I'm not there every week playing pool. And I'm old.
And
forgetful.
And yeah, I don't know. And then they're playing 9-ball, and they're like, oh my god, it's slopful, it's slopful. Every damn league that's 9-ball is slop. Hello.
I guess you're just better than the pros.
I think Fargo's called pocket 9-ball, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I'm over it.
All right. So
Saturday just pushed me over.
All right. So I also talked about lagging this week. For some reason, we get a lot of questions on lagging. So I kind of wrote a little lagging 101 in the rules. So lagging 101 is you lag from behind the head string at approximately the same time. Both balls must strike the foot rail. Balls can cross the center line. This is
a misconception.
One of the top 5 questions that we get probably asked all the time. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
In APA, there is no rule that says balls cannot cross the center line. If you touch the side rail or scratch, you lose. Lags that are done approximately the lags that are not done at approximately the same time are relagged. Balls past the head rail in the jaw of the pocket are also relagged. This is all in the rules, and closest to the head rail wins the lag.
Okay, what about balls that fall into the pocket?
I said that already.
Where's that?
If you hit the foot, where is it? It's there.
No, it's not.
If you touch a side rail or scratch, you lose.
Oh, where's that at?
It's the third point. Okay.
Okay, I just want to clarify that
Um.
because people pull up your videos and quote you, just so you know.
Yeah. Well. So Angela said that UPA calls a 9-ball. A lot of leagues call the 9-ball. I don't understand that, but I'm talking like in general. Even the pros don't call the 9-ball. None of I. When
And how much slop do you really see?
you see, well,
Hardly any.
in 9-ball you see it, but so I played in the tournament at the Legion the other night, and I saw one ball slopped in the entire night. I saw like 70 or 80 games, and I saw one slop shot.
I mean, it's like you slop a ball in, and you got to get crucified for it. Come on now.
That's another one. That was one of the things that happened.
I know.
Somebody slopped a ball or two in, and they were just having a fit. Angela was yeah, UPA is 9-ball. Yeah, a lot of them are called the 9-ball. It only takes 5 minutes to read the team manual.
Well, keep it
That's
in the
that's
back.
about right.
That's about right.
It's not very
Not
long.
very long.
If there's any complaints about players in my division, could you let me know so I can address them about it?
It's the same
not-
player, Mike.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's yeah. You know who we're talking
You
about.
know what we're talking about.
For the most part, everyone in the division is great. Yes, most players are great. There's only a couple people.
It's that what is that one bad apple? What if the balls hit each other?
So Angela Cooper is
Go to the one above it.
Shannon. If the balls hit each other, that's a relay. I didn't say that in there, but yes, if the balls hit each other, that's a relay. No, there's no loser. It's just a relay. If a cue ball is frozen to non-lowest ball and 9-ball, if there is a slight movement, is it not a foul? Correct. According to the team manual, if you hit away from the ball and that ball moves, it is not a foul. I can look the rule up, but I can tell you that's how it reads.
If a cue ball is frozen to a non-lowest 9-ball.
Like, let's say that it's frozen to the 4 and you're shooting the 3.
Mm-hmm.
If you shoot away from the cue ball and the 4 moves, it's not a foul.
Okay.
So you got to kind of look at like the tangent line. So if you're shooting past the tangent line is 90 degrees from the direction that the object ball goes. In this case, it would be 90 degrees away. So the cue ball, the 4 ball, which is opposite of the 9 ball, so that goes that way. Cue ball goes that way. Tangent line is 90 degrees. So if it's past the 90 degrees and the ball moves, it won't be a foul.
It will or won't.
It will not be. As long as you're shooting away from the object ball, if they're frozen, if there is contact, that's specifically stated in the rule book. When lagging, that is, if both balls. Oh yeah, we got that one. Why don't you just call them out so everyone knows? I'm pretty sure everybody knows who we're talking about by our description.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I mean, I do want to do that, but.
All right, so that's our rule reminder. Our quote of the week: the first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. And these people have been conquered by themselves. Every one of them. Somebody that had a lie on their skill level certification sheet, they couldn't tell the truth because they gave in. One that is having some personal trouble. Is having personal troubles that couldn't get themselves under control. One of them that their opponents get lucky and they can't get over that fact and they can't keep their mouth shut and complain about everyone's skill levels because they might have shot good. And the other one because they can't speak English around the pool table. Every one of those has been conquered by themselves. I think that's perfect.
You're so deep.
I mean, for me, my biggest opponent is myself. I mean, when I get pissed off, it's very hard for me to act like not a shithead, and I fail too.
Me too.
Yeah. We all know who they are. We all know when they aren't here anymore. I think my first success was being the fastest swimmer in order to be born. That's funny. Shannon Bolton. That's a good one. Etiquette. Please don't be that guy. You are not Tom Cruise, and a pool cue is not a samurai sword. I don't know if you ever saw The Color of Money when he swings the thing around. A baton or a baseball bat. Make sure to rest the cue in a secure spot. Cues propped up against the side of a table will fall over. I've never seen that happen in Triannual. Could you please clarify that if you're low ball and you accidentally shoot and make 2 or more high balls without anyone noticing it, you are now high ball? No, that's not correct. If you are low ball and you shoot and make, let's say that you're low ball and you make all the high balls down to the 8 ball, then the 8 ball is yours. If you're low ball and you shoot all the way down to the last ball before the 8 ball and your opponent calls foul, you are still low ball. The only time you switch is if you can get all the way down to the 8 ball, or if your opponent therefore shoots low balls. So I've already been in matches where we might break and I'm playing somebody and I'll be solids, and it'll be the person will shoot a stripe or two, then a turn or two will go by, and the person will shoot a solid. I recognize that the person shot the wrong ball, but I'm just having fun, so then I'll take the stripes. So therefore, because I shot the opposite ball, that makes us switch. But until your opponent shoots the other ball, you are shooting the wrong ball. Does that make any sense? Do you understand that, Alex?
So, well, I did understand it before you started talking. So, like in the one instant of last Tri-Cup, maybe, or I don't know when it was, I'm stripes, you're solids, and I started shooting solids. And the other guy was talking and turned around and said, "You're not solids, you're stripes." So it's ball in hand, correct?
Yeah.
And then this person continues to shoot their original stripe.
Yes.
Okay.
Occasionally, a player will foul by mistakenly shooting the wrong category of balls or the wrong numbered ball in 9 ball, which I do all the time. It's every 20 or 30 matches I'll shoot the wrong ball. The shooter may avoid fouls by asking the opponent which ball is his or category. If asked, the opponent must answer honestly. If the shooter hits the wrong ball, a foul occurs as soon as the wrong ball is struck, regardless of whether the ball is pocketed or not. If a foul is not called before the shooter takes a subsequent shot, meaning the opponent and makes contact with the ball of their actual category in the 8 ball, the lowest numbered ball on the table, it is too late to call the foul. In addition, the following rules apply then depending on the format. 8 ball. Once a player makes legal contact with the 8 ball, the player assumes the control of the category of the wrongly pocketed balls and can win the game by legally pocketing the 8 ball. In addition, if the sitting player does not call a foul before the opponent's turn ends, the subsequently contacts the wrong ball during their turn, both players will assume the new category of balls for the remainder of the game. Any balls pocketed prior to the foul being called will be marked as dead ball. This is 9 ball.
So make it easier for yourself. Go to Game Rules, page 48, because Walter talks way too fast and misses words.
I do?
Yes.
Jose, I hope that answers your question. Like somebody could shoot in several balls, and then if they tell you you're the other suit, you have fouled. The only time you get away with it is if they shoot the opposite ball also, or if you contact the 8 ball. If you get all the way down to the 8 ball and contact it. If a person has shot in another league and the captain knows they should not be bringing them in as a 3. So I think he's talking about like if a person shoots like TAP or UPA or something, and the person an established shooter. No, they should not bring them in as a 3. They should bring them in. They should contact us, say, hey, this person is a better shooter than a 3. This is when people go from a 3 to a 7, and it happens like every session. Somebody will bring in a player that's a 5 or 6 level, shoot him as a 3 because they're like, well, APA says men start as 3.
The APA doesn't say that.
They play their first match. What does it say?
If you go to the rule book, it'll say something about if you know that the player's better than that, you bring them in higher.
Correct. That's what I said. And then, but the person will bring them in as a 3.
But they don't read past 3, is what I'm saying. Like they don't reads to know the other part of that rule. Like they just stop at APA says bring everybody in as a 3.
Yes. Well, to me, I tend to believe like believe the good in people, but like this is the one example where I think people try to get bias all the time. They're like, oh, I'm gonna bring Johnny in. He's a 6.
I used to kick people out of the league for that.
He's a 6, and then they're like, well, we'll start him as a 3. Nobody will know. Then he shoots his first match and he shoots right away to a 7. And then players are like, what? How's this guy a 7? Well, he shot like a 7 for one match. He shot 2 games. He broke and ran one rack, and then he did whatever the next rack. And then the players are like, well, how does somebody go to a 7 after the first week? Because that's how they shot. Ron Walker says none of the other person shoots. Yeah, that's correct. In 9-ball, I like telling the opponent that they are low ball until I'm high balls. Boy, Shannon Bolton's full of them today. I did that at the triennial this weekend. I had to go watch a shot in 9-ball, and I looked at the opponent and I said, "Are you stripes or solids?" They just looked at me like, "Huh?" I suggest someone and run some physical examples to learn the rule.
Which rule?
In River Valley, it states that the right score sheet that it states right on the score sheet that all players are to start as a 3, but my captain had the integrity and brought me in as a 4. Yeah, that's it. It really boils down on integrity. Now I don't know what's on their score sheet. What else we got? I think that should be about it, right?
Yeah.
I like it. I like the rules questions. Thank you so much for bringing them in. And we don't have any player news. Do you know of anybody getting anything?
I know there were a lot of people that had bad legs this weekend, yesterday at the tournament. Busted knees, busted ankles, busted hips.
Yeah, Lawrence Hartman was hobbling around. And did you see how fast he shot? He was like running a marathon around the.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't believe it. He like darted around the table. I liked his story about the scooter. I don't know if you guys remember when I had my surgery done some years ago when I was darting all around with the scooter. And Alex was forever yelling at me
I don't even remember.
for flying around on the scooter. And then Lawrence told me, he goes, yeah, I flew over the handlebars. I thought that was hilarious. And I could see him doing that. All right, so we've been on for half an hour. We try not to go any longer than that.
Be kind.
Please be kind. And if you guys have any players that are like obnoxious, please let us know so we can
have a talk with them and tell them.
so we can get it taken care of.
Right, that's it.
That's it. So we'll see you next week.
Be kind, be kind, be kind.